Welcome to This Explainer. Today we're diving straight into some absolutely game-changing lessons from Markel. We're going to break down exactly why one single mindset shift can completely change what you believe is possible, and how to turn that shift into highly scalable marketing wins using AI. Markel actually pulled this right from his Hustler's 10-minute-a-day challenge, sharing a strategy document he values at nearly $5,000. So let's unpack that exact framework right now.
Here is our roadmap. We've got 1. The first win mindset. 2. The AI UGC frontier. 3. The hustle versus hype framework. 4. Deconstructing the psychology. And 5. Scaling for big wins.
Section 1. The first win mindset. Okay, before you even touch any AI tools or software, you have to get your own head in the game. Markel points out something really fascinating here. He emphasizes that the absolute most important thing you can do to guarantee your success is to get just one single win. Why? Because getting that first win literally rewires your brain. It immediately proves to you that the impossible is actually possible. Once you win in a totally new arena, it builds this unshakable confidence that you can go out, explore other unknowns, and win there too.
It really comes down to this brilliant analogy Markel uses. Think about a magic wand. In just anyone's hand, a wand is literally just a stick of wood, right? You can wave it around all day and nothing's going to happen. Well, AI software, cameras, whatever product you're trying to sell, those are just lifeless wands. You are the wizard. The magic doesn't come from the tool, it comes from you. It's your personality, your understanding of your audience, and your mindset that actually makes the magic happen.
Section 2. The AI UGC frontier. So let's talk about one of the most powerful modern-day wands you can wield right now, user-generated content, or UGC. Traditionally, this is when a real person shares their genuine experience with a product. You know, an unboxing video, a quick demo, or a personal story. It works incredibly well because, at the end of the day, people buy from people. But there is a massive roadblock here for a lot of folks.
A ton of aspiring creators are terrified of being on camera. They just don't want to show their face, and honestly, that fear holds them back. But what's so cool here is how the Hustleverse strategy bypasses that completely with AI Avatar UGC. Instead of stressing about lighting and how you look on camera, you use a hyper-realistic AI character to deliver your perfect pitch. It entirely removes camera anxiety, it's insanely scalable, and it lets you dominate these really specific niches that everyone else is ignoring.
Section 3. The Hustleverse hype framework. Now we're getting to the tactical core of this entire explainer. This is what Markel calls the core operating system for any creator, the hype framework. Hook it. You first storytelling. Prove it. Earn the click. Whether you want 10 views or 10 million, this 4-step sequence is completely non-negotiable.
Let's break down exactly how this works. H is for hook it. Look, you have roughly 3 seconds to stop someone from scrolling. If you don't have a strong hook, nobody is watching, period. Next is Y for you first storytelling. You have to lead with a relatable, personal struggle because that's how humans connect. P stands for prove it. Don't just make claims, show them. Use B-roll, show before and afters, physically demonstrate that the transformation is real. Finally, E is earn the click. You've got to make your call to action feel natural and conversational. If you sound like a late-night infomercial, the algorithms will absolutely punish your reach.
Section 4. Deconstructing the psychology. Okay, let's look at a real-world 30-second AI avatar script for a vitamin energy supplement to see why this psychology is so bulletproof. For the hook. I genuinely didn't believe this would work, but here we are on day 14. Right away, you are validating the viewer's skepticism. You're basically saying, hey, I was a skeptic too. Then the you first story. I struggled with low energy. Full-time job, 2 kids. By 3 p.m., I'm on fumes. Markel notes how incredibly relatable this is. A viewer might think, wow, I'm exhausted with just 1 kid. If this helps someone with 2, I need it. Then you prove it visually, showing that tired AI avatar suddenly bouncing with energy at their desk. And you earn the click with total transparency. It's not magic, but it's the closest thing I've found. I love that. Saying it's not magic builds massive trust because people are so tired of fake, exaggerated promises. Section 5. Scaling for big wins. So once you get that first win with a simple 30-second AI video, you suddenly realize the sky's the limit. You can take this exact same magic and scale it up for high-ticket paydays. Because here's the secret Markel reveals. The psychological triggers in a tiny social media clip are the exact same mechanics elite marketers use in hour-long high-ticket webinars.
It's literally the same framework, just stretched out over time. A 3-second hook simply expands into a 3-minute intro. That rapid 10-second personal story becomes a really deep 15-minute journey about your background. Markel points out that in those massive 2-hour webinars, they don't even show you the product until the very end. They spend the whole first hour just in the you-first storytelling phase, building deep trust. It goes to show that whether it's a short reel or a massive presentation, the hype framework is completely universal.
So here's your big takeaway. The platforms are going to change. The algorithms will shift. AI tools are going to keep evolving at a crazy pace. But human psychology? That is constant. If you learn this framework, understand the deep psychology behind it, and then inject your own wizardry into it, you are going to win, whether you're the one on camera or you're directing an AI avatar.
We just deconstructed a blueprint worth thousands of dollars. You now know that getting just one victory completely rewires what your brain believes is possible. So I leave you with this. Now that you have the wand and you understand the framework, what is your first win gonna be?
They keep telling you, stay motivated. Watch this. Listen to that. Get inspired. But what happens when the video ends? When the music fades? When nobody's clapping, watching, or waiting for you to win? What moves you then? I used to run on borrowed energy, quotes, speeches, people hyping me. Yeah. Felt unstoppable for a moment, then I'd crash. Like it was never in me. That's the problem with external fuel. It burn quick, don't last, don't rule. You dependent on a source outside, so when it disappears, so do you. I was chasing feelings, not building fire. Waiting to feel ready instead of climbing higher. But readiness ain't a mood you catch, it's a discipline you wire. So I had to ask myself something different. If nobody ever told me keep going, would I answer that honestly? I realize purpose don't scream, it whispers. It ain't in the crowd, it's found in the mirror. It ain't an applause or validation checks. It's in what you do when there's nothing to flex. Motivation temporary, purpose permanent. One phase away, the other's inherent. You don't wake up feeling it every day, but purpose don't care how you feel anyway. It moves through you even when you're tired, even when life feel misaligned and wired. It's that quiet push you can't explain. Let's say do it again through the doubt and pain. So I stopped asking how do I feel and started asking what's real, what's mine to build, what's mine to create. That's when I found something stronger than fate. I don't need a reason. I am the reason. I am the reason. I don't need the feeling. I don't need the feeling. I move with meaning. No more waiting. No more waiting. No more chasing. No more chasing. Internal driver. That's what's leading. Yeah. Now I move like it's already decided. No hesitation, no need to be guided. I built a system inside of my soul that don't break down when I'm losing control. External noise don't shake my direction. I learned to operate without the connection. Not disconnected but self-sustained. Energy internal, never drained. I don't need hype, I don't need cheers. I done built this through blood, sweat, tears. Every rep carved into my frame. Now discipline calling me by name. This is what it look like when purpose drive. You ain't just working, you feel alive. Even in struggle there's something deeper. You not just moving, you moving with meaning. Listen close. Purpose don't shout, it pulls. It don't beg, it demands. And once you feel it, you can't go back. There's gonna be days you don't feel like it. Do it anyway. There's gonna be days you question everything. Keep going anyway. Because the ones who make it ain't the most motivated. They the most committed to something deeper than motivation. That's what's leading. When the world go quiet, when the noise disappear, when nobody's watching, that's when you find out if you really got it, or if you was just borrowing it.
I could have made another UGC video with a woman standing in the kitchen holding a coffee mug, but I already knew what that would look like before I created it. So I asked a different question. What would it look like if the coffee didn't just wake her up, but literally brought her back to life? That question led to a woman diving into a giant cup of coffee, transforming inside it, and emerging as a younger, more vibrant version of herself. The fictional brand became Awakened Grounds. The testimonial was no longer, "This coffee tastes good." It became, "I thought I was ordering better coffee. I didn't realize I was getting my rhythm back." This is the part people keep missing about AI UGC. The advantage isn't creating a fake person to hold the product. The advantage is being able to show an idea that would normally require actors, special effects, multiple locations, and a production budget, then turning it into a short promotional story. And everything you're seeing started with one image, one character, and a clear emotional direction. Comment UGC and I'll send you the blueprint I use to plan the character, script, starting image, movement, B-roll, and final CTA.
I give you food for action, don't choke on the truth. This lesson I prepare was made just for you. Feast up, I'll keep serving till the pot run dry. Got enough cooking to feed the whole country, no lie. Too many flavors, you know, I got what you like. Don't start beefing with me, you won't win this fight. If you come in peace, keep your teeth intact. I got a plan to get this cake, come grab a stack. Life could be sweet, if you listen, you'll see. Food for action on a platter, served fresh by me. I'm serving knowledge on plates, got the recipe down. A blend of hustle and wisdom, that's my sound. I'm feeding the masses, no crumbs, full course. But if you bring nothing to the table, find the door. Stop acting like you got beef, it won't taste right. This flavor's reserved for those ready.
Okay, family, we are live. We are live. And once again, I want to welcome you guys back to another episode of the Hustlers 10-Minute a Day Challenge. Today is Strong 62, day 3, and we are right at 14 minutes into today's challenge. So, you know, I'm thinking about today's live, and I'm thinking about a question, or, well, a comment that was left on one of my posts yesterday as we pull back the curtain, right? So let's look at that document. So yesterday, I was looking at the responses and the comments on one of my posts on my Facebook profile. And one of my business partners, they commented, they said, I don't remember exactly, so don't, forgive me for misquoting exactly. But he said, your content is amazing. It must take a lot of effort and energy to do this. to put all of this together? And I thought about that for a second, and I responded back by simply saying, honestly, my passion is what fuels me. I've been doing this for so long, and it's just something that's a part of me at this point. I love what I do. And basically the thoughts and the ideas, the, all of that stuff is right here in my head. It's already there in my mind. It's just screaming for me to get it out. Now, me personally, I try not to be one of those people that, you know, constantly is posting on social media back to back to back to back. But the way the information flows in my mind, it, it never stops. So I could sit here and give you guys information. I can sit here, do the Hustlers 10-minute a day challenge, give you valuable information, give you valuable jewels that you can take away and put some action towards it. I can do that for an hour. I can do that for 2 hours. I can end the live and then still have more on my mind to say. And I can create more content, smaller pieces of content, 1 minute bites. And then I can finish doing that and then have another thought on my mind and keep it going. I could do that all day. And that's because I am who I am. I'm a student of this industry. I'm a student that loves to attend class. I'm a student that, you know, kind of like when you were in school, you had certain kids that, sat in the back. Now me, I'm gonna be honest. I sat in the back. I was one of those kids. I didn't sit all the way in the front. I wasn't, the teacher's pet. I wasn't the person that, as soon as the teacher asked the question, I was the one to raise my hand and say, hey, I have the answer. I wasn't that person. I was the person that was sitting in the back that was like, yo, don't even look my way. Don't call on me. Don't draw any attention to me. And I might have known the answer. The answers were already in my mind, but I didn't want to be the person that, got pointed out or got, chosen. So I would be the person sitting in the back. But it's a difference between doing something that you have to do as compared to doing something that you have a passion for doing. Or as I saw in the podcast that I was watching yesterday, the lady said, this isn't a job for me. This is a calling. This is something that I do. This is something that's part of me. So I'm going to do it, and I'm going to do it the way I do it. And, there will be no deviation in it. It's just in me, and I'm called to do specific things. So in this online world, I'm the one that I want to sit in the front. I want to sit in the front of my mind. And the things that come to me, I'm ready before the teacher or anyone, asks, hey, do you have an answer for this? No. I want to be right there in the front seat. Matter of fact, I want to stand in front of the class and deliver the information. And then once when I deliver the answer, the information, I'll go back and sit down. But like I stated, the way my mind works, another thought will come up right behind that. So I might pop right back up out that seat and go right to the front of the class to continue delivering the information. But it's not like that for everybody. And I did a post yesterday, and it was part of my series, I guess you can call it, that I'm creating. It's called These 5 Words Saved Me. And I give you guys specific 5 words that has saved me throughout the course of my journey. And one of those 5 words, sets of 5 words, was basically that my passion fuels me. My passion is what wakes me up. It's you know, that internal driver in everything that I do. I love pulling up this document. Even though it might not be as valuable to you in your mind as it is to me, this document is priceless in my mind because I know what it's done for me over the course of over a year. It's given me a blueprint. It's given me a picture to look at. You know, like how they say, or if you've ever heard a motivational speaker, they'll tell you that one of the easiest ways to commit something to memory and hold yourself accountable is to write it down. And I mentioned this before, and I don't know what live it was, what number it was, but the idea and the concept of if you ever want to reach a financial goal, let's say, of course, everybody's magic number might be $1 million. So I heard years ago, probably 10 plus years ago, from one of my early coaches. He said that he wanted to earn $1 million. And one of the ways that he went about his journey towards earning that $1 million was he wrote himself a check. He didn't have the money in his bank account, obviously, but he wrote himself a check and he put that $1 million on the check and he posted it in his bathroom, right on the mirror, so that every morning when he woke up, every single day when he had to go to the bathroom, that was one of the most frequent places that he had to visit, and he had to look himself in the mirror. And in looking himself in the mirror, he had to also look at that check. It was a reminder of his goals. It was a reminder of the things that he has to do in order to achieve his goal. And this document right here is somewhat of a reminder for me. And I want it to be a reminder for you also. This is why it's so valuable. There's more than one way of looking at a situation. You might just see words on a document. You might just say, hey, this is a challenge that, I don't have any interest in. I don't care about music. I don't like music, whatever it is. It's rare that you hear somebody that say, hey, they don't like music. They don't care about music. But there are people like that. But this is still for those people because it's a constant reminder. It's something that shows up on a daily basis. It's something that is right here in front of you. And even just this section right here, this picture is priceless. This picture has been here for over a year, and it represents not only the title, the name of the challenge, the Hustlers 10-Minute Challenge, but it represents a starting point. Every time I open up this doc, it's a new day. But this picture right here represents where it all started. See, the date is right there. June 16th, 2025. It's over a year ago. This one picture has so much value to it. To me personally, might not be to you, but I want you to think about it in a way that you can use. What document or what reference point do you have that you can create, that you can put in front of you on a daily basis to help you move forward, to be a representation of where you've been versus where you are now? Are you moving forward? Are you still on your journey? These are the things that make a big difference. And these are the things that are so strongly tied to mindset. And that's why it's so important to have a strong mindset or to really hone in and focus on your particular mindset. See, today is Decision Day Wednesday. And it's a day that I always talk to you guys about. It's one of those, controversial days. It's one of those things that go back and forth in your mind. You're subconsciously trained to think about this day as being one of those days that you reflect, that you think about your first 2 days of the week and you compare it to what you want the next 2 days of your week to be. If you know, work a Monday through Friday. So your Wednesday can be any day of the week. It's basically the middle of the road. Is that middle of the road, that cross section time in your life where you have to make a decision. You have to make a decision based off of, you know, the information you have versus the information that you can have or that you can strive to receive. Now, this picture right here represents, once again, what we're doing currently, and it represents what we started to do. And then this right here, this link right above, it represents the information that we can acquire in order to make the next 2 days, the next week, month, year, just that much different. This link right here is designed to help put you in a position to make going forward that much different. I want to say better because it is designed to help you create a better life overall, not just from a financial standpoint and helping you build a successful, profitable business, but I hope I hope that your goal for, you know, wealth isn't just a financial goal. I hope it's for an overall personal development goal as well, because a strong mind will take you far. It'll take you farther if you have a strong mind and finances, but just having finances and lacking a strong mind, that can actually lead you to some dark places. You know, it's kind of like having a fool with $1 million. What is that fool going to do? That fool is going to, you know, spend the money recklessly. They might even get themselves in even more debt than they had before they had the $1 million. They might just buy $1 million house and forget about the fact that they still have to pay taxes on it. They still have to pay for utilities on a monthly basis. And then they, you know, don't have any uh, mindset or any type of skills that allows them to, you know, fund that ongoing experience, to keep those purchases going, to keep those utility bills paid on a monthly basis. So mindset is everything, and it can help determine whether, you know, one area of your life when it comes to wealth, if that's going to be, you know, a continuous wealth thing, right? So we all have decisions to make. What do you want to focus on? And I want you to think today. I want today to be a day of reflection as usual. When I first, you know, before I went live, I thought about talking to you guys about a few different things. Like I said, my mind constantly runs and things just come to me, come to me, come to me. And, you know, it's hard for me to pick. It's kind of like having 100 things on the board. And I'm like, okay, I can pick that one. But then when, you know, it's action time, you know, the storyboard might change. That storyboard might disappear in my mind, and then something completely different, you know, sticks out and comes to the forefront. But I don't want to overload you today. I just want you to have one central focus, one reference point, one circumference that you can circle around in your mind. I want you to think about where you are today. Just like this document, this is the beginning of the document. It's the title. This is the title of the overall journey. This is the title of what this is going to be for however long it's going to be there. for the duration of this particular journey. The journey might change, it might evolve, it might grow. This might turn from the hustler's 10-minute a day challenge to whatever it is. Now, originally, of course, people might have thought, hey, the hustler's 10-minute a day challenge. Isn't that just supposed to be 10 minutes a day? And you've turned it into something that's 30 minutes, an hour, sometimes, you know, 2 hours. Yeah, it evolved. It started out as an idea, and then it evolved into an overall, mission, a journey. The title is still there. It's the same title, just like the picture, right? It represents the the start, the initial intention, even though it's evolved a little bit. The value, of course, when we first started, right? What was the value set at? That 4 wasn't there. Initially, the value was set at $997, but it's been upgraded over time because it's been shown and proved to have more value. This link right here has been consistently here because the one thing that you need to have consistently is the proper foundation. And when you have the proper foundation, that should never change. It becomes the foundation no matter where you go, no matter what time in your life that you're in. You just reflect back on that foundation and then you build. If you have a house in one state and you built the foundation there, hey, you move to another state, that foundation should still be able to be applied in that new area, right? You build in that new area. A couple of years go by, you decide, hey, I want to move out of the country altogether. And you think you go to another country, don't consider it to be a whole nother world. It's not something completely different. It's still a place where you can build a foundation. And you reflect back on your skills, your foundational skills once again, and you build your foundation in that particular country. And you keep going. And then you always have your reference. You always have your point of reference. You always have that picture in the back of your mind, at the forefront of your mind, or physically that you can hold and post and paste in maybe a bathroom mirror so that you can look at it and reflect on it and understand what it is that you are doing, the name of the journey that you're on, and have that representation of how it all started. When did it start? And maybe a year from now, I'm going to look back on this and say, man, I can't even remember day one, but I know that day one is not the same as the day that I'm in today. I've grown, I've developed, I've gotten better, I've gotten wiser. I've learned some things. I've been able to share some information. I've been able to help some people, and the journey has been worth it. So reflect. I want you to make a decision today as to what are going to be the tools that you use in order to help you on your journey. What is going to be the reference picture? I want you to use one of your favorite AI tools, and maybe it might be, Chat GPT, right? And if you want access to my personal GPT that you can use, is right here within the document. Just click on this link right here that says access my GPT, and ask it to create you a picture that's reflective of where you are and the type of journey that you want to go on. Ask it to create that for you. Save it on your laptop, maybe print it out and have it as a focal point so that you can reflect on. Today might be that day one, but in the next year, that picture will represent something completely different in your mind. It'll have more value. It'll be more powerful. It becomes like a piece of art. It gets more valuable over the course of time. And it might only be valuable once again to you, but it could be valuable to hundreds or even thousands if you decide to share your mission with other people. If other people decide to join you, then this becomes a symbol for the whole community. And that's how you build and grow. That's how you create overall wealth, not only for yourself, but for the people around you and even the people that you'll never be able to physically see yourself or connect with. And that's the type of wealth worth creating. So with that, I promised I wasn't going to keep you guys too long, and I want to honor that. So we're going to close out just like we always do, but I'm going to make another decision. I'm going to make a decision on Decision Day Wednesday. You know, we're not just going to close out. I want to play some more music. And you know, I've been working on some music lately, getting ready for the upcoming projects that I want to be able to present to you. And man, I'm enjoying the process so much. And I'm starting to, like I said, I understand how actual artists feel to an extent. You have something and you want to share it with the world, but then at the same time, you don't want to share it. It's like, man, I'm just, not yet. I don't want to share it. I don't want to share it just yet. But there's some music that I'm creating that, you know, yesterday I was listening to one of the songs and I said, man, this right here, this is one of them ones. And I think to myself, do I want to share it? Do I want to share it now? And I'm like, nah. I got to hold off. This is one for the album. So I understand the person's artist's feelings on, you know, conserving, you know, wanting to hold off having those special things that you create and you want to keep it to yourself um just for a little bit longer. But man, it's one of those things that be speaking to me, and I'll be saying to myself, man, let me create a music video for that. Let me share that. Let me give it out to the world. And that's one of those things that, you know, constantly pops up in my mind. But right now I'm scrolling through, I'm trying to find a video that I want to play. I didn't have anything particular in mind. So it's going to be a hard choice because I got a few music videos, right? I put in the work. I do the work because I love the work, right? Hmm. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. And this is like, so you guys are getting a visual right now, visual representation of what I go through when I'm not on camera, when I'm not live. When the thoughts are popping into my head, when I have that storyboard up and I'm basically looking at, you know, uh my files, my storage, and it's like a vision board. It's so many things to choose from and I'm like, man, what do I do? This is a representation of what I go through before I actually get on a live or I start a live. I don't have any script. I don't have any bullet points, any notes. It just, whatever it's going to be, it's going to be. And it's going to be as real as possible. It's going to be right there in that moment, what I give you. I'm trying to figure what it is that I want to do. What do I want to close out with? And as you can see, I have a smile on my face. It brings a smile on my face, and that's what your business should do. Once when you make a decision to do something that you like and love to do and that you have a passion for, you know, it should bring a smile to your face. Every single time you think about it, it should bring a smile to your face. And that should help you determine whether or not you're in the right place, right? That you're making the right decision, that you're, you know, in the right business. If it brings a smile to your face and it, you know, you just can't stop smiling about it and you're like, man, that right there, you know, I'm doing the right thing. This right here might be a good one. This right here might be a good one. A classic. Okay. Okay. All right. I'm gonna settle. I'm gonna settle on something right now. I'm gonna settle on something right now. This is one of my earlier videos, you know, but it has a deep message. So when it comes to, you know, visual quality and stuff like that, you know, the AI stuff wasn't as great as it was as it is now. But this is a representation. This video is a representation of where things started. And, you know, then we can look at where things are now. Things have gotten better. But this particular video right here, this is a Hustle Bear song, an early Hustle Bear song. And it has such a strong message and powerful message. And the title of this song is Every Scar Got Instructions. Every scar got instructions. So once when you hear the song, hopefully, you know, you listen to the lyrics and you understand the message, and it's something that'll help you make a better decision. So let me see. Let me press that play, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Hey. Love. Thunder in the marrow, echoes in the thread, lessons written in bruises where apologies bled. Not every cuss from a blade, some are from breath. The ones you trusted most often whisper death. Every wound kept a journal in the back of the skin. You don't forget betrayal, you archive it within. The streets didn't teach, they etched commandments in pain. Concrete became the chalkboard when silence explained. Trust was a coin flipped in dimly lit rooms. Most hands were cold, but their heat came from wounds. Salt in the split turned the naive to scholars. Scars like scripture, each stitch worth $1. Patience grew thorns, mercy wore boots. Forgiveness had a fee, only real ones could recoup. Eyelids blink, Morse code and sleepless redemption. Each memory a mirror of divine intervention. No GPS, just muscle memory turns. Navigated by burns and bridges that learn. These bars ain't ink for applause or assumption. They're prayers in disguise. Every scar got instructions. Every scar got instructions. Every scar got instructions. Read the skin like scrolls. Truth don't stutter when the silence unfolds. You can't fake flames when the heat been home. Some cuts heal crooked but still shake the throne. Pressure made the gospel, blood wrote the fine. Ain't no caption needed when the pain still haunts. Build with the bruises, coated in the muscle. Every marker, blueprint carved through struggle. Seen stitches become symbols on hardened skin. What once broke down became sacred within. Laughter from the lost lives in the hallways of bone. The echoes taught resilience in a house of stone. Ink runs dry when it's born from regret, but pain mixed with wisdom became architect. Didn't need a pulpit to preach or repent. Just a bag full of burdens that taught what was meant. This ain't street talk, it's a map through the wall where each lip became rhythm on the healing floor. No hook, no hype, just hands that rebuilt. From shivers in the soul to bricks laden guilt. Time ain't a healer, it's a translator of trauma. And every second survived became ancestral karma. Watch the broken rise with geometry and motion. Cause scars ain't shame, they're divine devotion. Every scar got instructions. Every scar got instructions, read the skin like scrolls. Truth don't stutter when the silence unfolds. You can't fake flames when the heat been home. Some cuts heal crooked but still shake the throne. Pressure made the gospel, blood wrote the fine. Ain't no
Those with the cleanest skin rarely walk the hardest streets. The sacred scrolls ain't taught, they bled between beats. Pain translated into strategies unknown. Turn trauma to textbooks, then built thrones from stone. You don't unlearn hurt, you converted to code. An algorithm of survival passed down in Morse mode. Eyes spoke volumes when mouth remained sealed, and every ache redefined what faith revealed. Kept the blueprints in the bloodstream encrypted. The pulse played drums, only chosen one scripted. Look close, some bruises got barcodes of grace. Scan them right and you'll access heaven's interface. Nails in the palm, didn't in the design. They held up the framework, one line at a time. Built the future out of patterns the pain had drawn. And that's why every scar instructs where dawn belongs. Every scar got instructions. Every scar got instructions, read the skin like scrolls. Truth don't stutter when the silence unfolds. You can't fake flames when the heat been home. Some cuts heal crooked but still shape the throne. Pressure made the gospel, blood wrote the font. Ain't no caption needed when the pain still haunts. Live with the bruises, coded in the muscle. Every marker, blueprint carved through struggle. Ain't no shame in the ache, it's a part of the plan. Divine architecture shaped by a scarred hand. Oh yeah.
Woke up to silence, dreams still heavy. Phone screen dry, but my vision stays steady. Mama said, baby, that job ain't your lane. But I clocked in anyway, chasing someone else's gain. That got me dancing with denial at night. Scrolling for hope, but it's hidden from sight. 10 minutes a day, sounded small at first, but in silence even whispers can't quench a thirst. Notebook in hand, wrote my future in ink. Mapped out my mission before I started to sink. Every post was a prayer, every share had weight. I wasn't selling a link, I was shifting fate. I found my rhythm in the quietest place, where hustle meant healing and grind meant grace. From the corner of doubt, I carved my space. Legacy ain't loud, but it wins the race. 10 minutes a day, brick by brick, built from the bottom, now the vision stick. No hype, no cap, just clarity. This ain't just income, it's legacy. Every click, every song I create, etches my name where they can't erase. You can doubt, but you gon' see. 10 minutes a day, turned into legacy. People laugh, said she doing too much. To my PayPal pin, then they changed up the touch. No big brand, no six-figure crew, just a mic, some lyrics, and a dream that grew. Tired of waiting for the gatekeeper's call, so I built my own stage, held my own hall. Suno on deck, that's the beat in my chest. GPT spitting like I'm born to impress. Said I'd never make it, cool, noted. But now my bars turn pain into coated. From broken to branded, I ain't asked for fame, I asked for freedom and I claim my name now. Hustle berry on loop like healing chance, for the girls who grew up with limited chance. This is more than a challenge, it's breaking the chain. Cause 10 minutes a day rewired my brain. 10 minutes a day, brick by brick, built from the bottom, now the vision stick. No hype, no cap, just clarity. This ain't just income, it's legacy. Every click, every song I create, etches my name where they can't erase. You can doubt, but you gon' see. 10 minutes a day, turned into legacy. Now my daughter sees me different. full of fire. She said, Ma, your words lift me higher. This ain't a hustle, this a heart-led path, where math meets message and message meets math. Community over clicks, value over hype. I ain't here to trend, I'm here to type. Blueprints for the ones still stuck in fear. Let them borrow my belief till their purpose clear. Haters still quiet, but I'm loud with grace. Posting in peace, not